be looking at y'all sometimes like, oh, is you cool? Get out. Hands on the steering wheel. Gears. Drive. Get out of the parking lot. Though I think I can fight, you really don't know what type of demon time or anything somebody is on if they are plotting on approaching you. There is absolutely no reason why you should not have one safety defense item on you in today's world. No one should be out here slipping. All right. Hey, y'all. Yeah. So I have been recording some episodes for the Hustle and Juggle podcast, and I wanted to do a visual for the last episode that we did, which was the everyday carry. I don't know if that's going to necessarily be the title for that particular episode, but that is what this video is going to be about, is pretty much everyday carry. So we live in a crazy world, in case you haven't noticed. Sometimes I actually wonder if we're living amongst humans sometimes, because people out here are crashing out. People are doing some weird, strange things. Probably have been doing it for a long time, but because of the advanced technology that we have now, news is constantly playing. It has become a reality to a lot of us that people are crashing out. Women, I need y'all to understand it is very important for you to be vigilant, aware, and prepared for anything. I have a conversation with only a few people because some folks may think I'm crazy, because sometimes I can be an extremist. Okay, sometimes I think a little too extreme, I'm not gonna lie. But I often think sometimes we're not walking amongst humans, because some of the things that I see, some of the things that I hear on the news or on social media or just reading, is like, that couldn't have been a human action. It couldn't have been, because what in the world would make you do something like that? As I've said before, I want to use my platform for other things beyond what I've been using it for in the past. I'll still do my vlogs, don't get me wrong, because that is a part of who I am. Y'all love me. Y'all love my family. I also ask God to give me the courage and the strength and the vision to use my platform to inform my viewers and just give information, give knowledge on things that has helped me, things that I have obtained along the way, or just a little bit of knowledge that I've gained throughout the day, throughout the years, throughout the weeks, or whatever that I feel like could help the next person, because I feel like we have lost that part of humanity of helping one another, sharing our experiences to help one another, and giving each other grace. We have definitely lost that. Grace does not exist anymore. Everyone lives in a perfect world nowadays, right? Like, everybody is perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I didn't do things when I was a certain age, or I didn't do things, or I haven't did things, or I can't give a testimony. You know what I mean? So people are crashing out. It's important to be aware of your surroundings at all times. I preach this to everybody, especially women and women with children. It's very important as a woman who is out and about, whether you have your child with you, your friends with you, or you just solo dolo. Like, it's important for you to know what's going on. It's important for you to pay attention to your surroundings, because believe it or not, someone may be paying attention to your surroundings. And I'm not trying to scare you in this video, but I'm trying to give you reality just in case you're not living in reality. Or it might just be you at the wrong place, wrong time. Everyday carry items. These are the items that you need to have with you no matter what. It could be all 5, or it could be 1 out of the 5, but they need to be with you like your cell phone. And I learned a lot of this from my husband, who you all know as Travis. He doesn't like for me to say he's a prepper, but he is a damn prepper. Of course, when I go out into the world, he wants to make sure I'm as equipped as I can be. And I'm fully aware of how to navigate when I'm in the world without him. Before I say any of these items that you need to have for everyday carry, is number 1, be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. When you are out and about, put your phone away. As hard as that may be, put your phone away. because that is the easiest way for you not to know what's going on. I'm not saying put your phone away the whole entire time. I'm not saying if you're not with a group of people to not be on your phone. But I am saying to lift your head up, look around, read the room, pay attention to weird shit. Weird is subjective, but pay attention to things that may not sit right in your gut. Pay attention to your female intuition. Pay attention to things that just don't seem right. If you are with a group of girls, make sure there's one girl who is on her P's and Q's. Like, every girl can't be the fun girl. Every girl can't be the drunk girl. One girl got to be, you know what, I'm on it. I got y'all. We cool. You know what I mean? When you get in your car, ladies, lock your door, put your seatbelt on, mash out, foot to the pedal, get out, hands on the steering wheel, gears, drive, get out of the parking lot. Don't do this. Get off your phone, especially my young girls. I meant to say this too for my older women, because y'all be out here acting like y'all don't know what's going on sometimes. I be looking at y'all sometimes like, oh, is you cool? These items or item needs to be able to fit in your purse that you can carry comfortably every single day. This was one of the things that I had when I was going off to college. I would recommend this item right here to any woman, young lady, teenager. Pepper spray. It's a non-negotiable. It should be on everybody's keychain or in your purse. It should be on you no matter what. For those of you who may not know what pepper spray or mace is, spray that you would spray in someone's eyes if in the event you needed time to get away from someone. If someone was attacking you or you felt uncomfortable in that moment and you needed to buy yourself some time, you would use your pepper spray in that moment. And that's why I said it's important for you to have it on your keychain or in your purse where you can access it quickly. When I was in college and I lived in a loft, I had to park in a parking deck. And whenever I would get in and out of my car, of course, I always had my hands on my pepper spray because like a parking deck was scary. One of my friends told me about getting pepper spray and I felt more comfortable having something on me versus nothing, because like, wow, though I think I can fight, you really don't know what type of demon time or anything somebody is on if they are plotting on approaching you. When I went to a gun class, that was something that the instructor informed me on that I never thought about before, because he asked me, he said, what are you going to do if somebody attack you? Fight for your life, bitch. Go for what you know. Fight. He said, that's good and all, but what if that person is like hyped up on something? Like, what if they're drunk? What if they're on meds? Like, you don't know what their state of mind could be. So while though you think you the biggest and the baddest, you may not can take them down because something is making them bigger and badder in the inside, if that makes sense. So while though you may could take them down on a normal day, but today they have been enhanced by a drug or by something else that is making them more stronger than you. So you need to get you something that is going to help you buy time if that moment was to ever occur. And so when he told me that, it all made sense as to why I needed some of the items that I needed. And that's why I wanted to come here and share it with you girls. I always had my hand on my pepper spray whenever I was getting in and out of my car, hoping and praying nothing ever happened. But if something ever popped off, I was ready. Or at least I had a plan in my head of how the shit was going to go down and what I was going to do to buy myself some time. So the pepper spray has a safety nozzle on it. You spray it and you do what you got to do to get to safety. Pepper spray is literally sold everywhere. So it's no excuse why you do not have pepper spray. Get it for any woman that you know. They may not even understand why they need it until they actually have to use it. Get some pepper spray, girl. Don't play with yourself. Don't even play with your safety like that. Having a taser is also a good everyday carry item. It's going to be another item that can buy yourself some time. We have seen what a taser can do to most people. And I want to emphasize on most people because it really depends on the strength of that taser. Hopefully that person is not like doped up on anything or high on anything, because that is going to make a difference on if that taser is going to be able to bring that person down to give you enough time to get away. And I'm just giving you the reality of every single thing. So one thing that I like about tasers, they can look like flashlights, they can look like little charger packs. They can look very interesting, which can throw off a predator or can throw off someone who is looking to do harm to you. So get on Amazon. Get on Amazon, guys. TikTok. Get on some of these places and just look for some of these items. Like I see one on here for $9.99. I see some on here for $25, $18. I see a 2-pack rechargeable LED flashlight for $18, and it has 26.6 thousand reviews. There is absolutely no reason why you should not have one safety defense item on you in today's world of 2025. No one should be out here slipping. I have always had this. I haven't been the most comfortable with it, but I've always had it. It was something that Travis introduced to me when I first met him many years ago. Me and Travis has been together for 18 years. But a pocket knife. Pocket knives are interesting for me. I don't know if it's because like my nails, boys carry them all the time. I remember in high school, boys used to have pocket knives all the time. Travis used to always have pocket knives in my car. And I used to always be like, what the fuck? During that time, we was kind of like in a long distance relationship. So it wasn't like, you know, we were staying together. When I asked him, he was like, you know, that's just for safety purposes. You know, during that time, I was working at Walmart on Howell Mills. So I did have like some crazy situations where people was leaving like notes and shit on my car or whatever. So he was like, no, like, don't stop taking it out your car. Like, what the fuck? Stop taking it out your car. He was like, that's just for, you know, in case anything was to ever happen, there's like little hidden areas. And I'm like, okay, it's not hidden if I don't know, right? He was like, well, obviously you keep finding them, so they're not as hidden, right? But yeah, I'm like, okay, so now I get it. But pocket knives, if you're comfortable with using a pocket knife, that's another good way of protecting yourself. It's small. It's easy to conceal. You can literally put it in your pocket. You can put it in your purse. There are cute ones as well. Always go back to cute, because I feel like girls will gravitate more towards safety if it looked cute. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. Today's girls. Yeah. We also live in a world where people want to scare people but not bring impactful harm. I don't know if that's the word that I want to use, but don't want to bring a harm. Okay, but just want to scare the possible attacker or attacker. Or there may be a parent or a guardian who wants to teach a young person about protecting themselves and may not feel as comfortable with giving some of the items that I've listed or talked about, but want to teach them about using a tool to alert people or kind of scaring off someone to buy themselves some time. So you can definitely get you like a alarm. A alarm can be bought where you can put it on your keychain, you can put it in your purse. And for the most part, these alarms can be very loud, where they can siren, they can notify people that something is going on, where it can draw attention to you or the situation. So let's just say, for an example, you are going to the bus stop. And, you know, you have your alarm on, you got your keys in your hand, and you're walking by yourself. And let's just say, you know, you don't feel comfortable, but you notice that someone is following you. Or, you know, something just doesn't seem right. But there are people around you, but they're not really paying attention to you. And you don't want to just overreact. Somehow something escalates and you definitely feel violated now. You know something is happening. A threat is now happening. You hit that alarm button and everyone, hopefully, everyone is now looking at you, or someone is now jumping into action, and no one is having the bystander effect, and someone is looking, and it is now causing whatever situation to stop. But that requires you to do a little bit more research and read reviews and things like that to understand exactly what you're getting, because Your life may depend only on that alarm. And I want to be very, very clear on that. You are depending on an alarm to help you buy time to get away from an attacker. I want you to understand that. But I also wanted to make sure I mentioned that because there are some people out here that aren't as comfortable using some of the items that I just mentioned, or have younger adults, younger or teens or preteens, and may not be able to use these items that I'm talking about. But nevertheless, though, they need to be protected as well. And they are out here in the real world and need to have certain things with them as well. Definitely recommend that you read reviews on that. You test it. You try it. You buy the best one that your money can buy, because you are trusting that. Last one right here can very well be extreme, but it's very well necessary. This, out of all the ones that I named, this is the most deadliest weapon. And you have to know exactly what you're doing when you pull it out. The first thing that I'm going to recommend, know your laws. Know your gun laws. Last thing you want to be doing is out here thinking you protecting yourself and you out here breaking the law too. Know your gun laws. Something that I learned when I purchased my gun and I went to the gun range, and I also got trained by a retired police officer. First thing he told me, know your gun laws. Ladies, we change our purses like it's drawers. Get something that's small that can go in any size purse. My little baby that I carry around, she's so small that I can wear a little mini purse and it will fit. I will never get a purse that she cannot go in. It's never going to happen. My pum go everywhere I go. If I had to choose between which item is going to fit in my purse, either my cell phone or my pum is going to fit in my purse before anything. Every woman, and depending on the state that you live in, if you are old enough to carry, get you one. But for me personally, I feel the safest with that, because if someone is bigger than me, stronger than me, or on something that day, and I'm not trying to scare y'all, but we live in reality where stuff happens every single day because people don't want to think about reality. People don't want to think about what's going on. But we read about reality every single day. So why are we not preparing for the world that we step out into every single day, that we send our kids out into every single day? Out of those items I just listed, you figure out which one you think you need. But I suggest you have at least one, if not all 5. Do what you got to do to protect you and your family, or you and your babies, or you when you are out here in this world. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. Make sure you follow the Hustle and Juggle podcast now on all of the listening networks. I guess that's what you can call it. Know in the comment section if you guys have any more recommendations of what us women need to be carrying in our bags for every day. Let us know if you have any items that you have that you love, that you can leave the link for below. Help us out. We are a community here. That's why we're here, to help one another. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Bye.